Hello and welcome to Simply Nihongo. Today we are continuing the breakdown of the JLPT N3 vocab list. Today we are going to cover words that have one kanji character in them and the rest are hiragana. This is good because most of these words will use the native Japanese reading, also known as kunyomi. This means you can focus on the kanji teaching you the meaning, and also these words will be fairly common enough that you may see them often. So, this is a good list of around 260 words to learn. As for the data, the JLPT data, vocab, and translations mostly come from Jonathan Waller's JLPT resources. I've made some fixes and modification using jisho.org, but for the most part it is just his work. Notes are still my own, and the example sentences mostly come from Tatoeba, which is a popular open source library for these example sentences. It's not guaranteed they'll be accurate, but I tried my best to find ones that would fit the usage. Those that came from Tatoeba will have their author attributed as per the license agreement. I will note I have corrected some English translations to at least make it easier to understand the connection between the word and the translation. Enjoy!
To love.
愛する、愛する。
I love you. Lamplight. Light in general, brightness.
明かり、明かりを消して。
Turn off the light. Room. Time to spare, emptiness.
空き箱あったよ。
I found an empty box. Obvious, evident, clear.
明らか、証拠は明らかだ。
The evidence is clear. To give up, to abandon.
諦めるつもりなの。
Are you going to give up? To get tired of, to lose interest in, to have enough.
飽きる。刺身もこう毎日だと飽きるな。
If you eat it every day like this, then you become tired even of sashimi. To dawn, to become daylight.
明ける。もうすぐ夜が明ける。
The day is breaking soon. To give into custody, to entrust, to deposit.
預ける。フロントに預けるといいよ。
You had better check them at the front desk. To give, to present, to award.
与える。羊に餌を与える時間だ。
It is time to feed the sheep. Vicinity, nearby.
あたり、このあたりに居座るな。
Don't stay around here. To be hit, to be successful, to be equivalent to.
当たる。君に当たるつもりはなかったんだ。
I didn't mean to take it out on you. To handle, to deal with, to treat.
扱う。歴史は過去を扱う。
History deals with the past. Gathering, meeting, assembly, collection.
集まりは年に一度開かれる。
The meeting is held annually. To bathe, to bask in the sun, to shower.
浴びる。シャワー浴びるの？
Are you going to shower? Not very, used as adverb, not much.
あまり楽しくなかったな。
I didn't enjoy it very much. Error.
誤り。 誤りを直せ。
Correct errors. New, fresh, novel.
新たな事実が発覚した。
New facts have been brought to light. To express, to show, to reveal.
表す。地図の青い線は川を表す。
The blue lines on the map represent rivers. To show, to indicate, to display.
表す。我々は言葉によって思想を表現する。
We express thought with language. Embodiment, materialization.
現れ。翌朝トムが現れた。
Tom showed up the next morning. One, to appear, to come in sight, to become visible. Two, to express oneself.
現れる。きっと彼女はもうすぐ現れるよ。
I'm sure she will turn up soon. To be, to have.
ある。綺麗な花にはトゲがある。
Beautiful flowers have thorns. To join together, to be opposite, to face, to unite.
合わせる。時々、トムとクラブで顔を合わせる。
I occasionally meet Tom at the club. Helpless, pity, sorrow, grief.
哀れに思う。
I feel sorry for him. Force, vigor, energy, spirit.
勢い。台風が勢いを増した。
The typhoon gathered strength. How many? How old?
いくつ、おいくつですか？
What's your age? How much? How many?
いくらするの？
How much is it? SL, to embrace, to hug, to harbor, to entertain.
抱く。不満を抱く部下も多かった。
There were many subordinates who harbored complaints. Pain, ache, sore, grief, distress.
痛みはどうですか？
How is the pain? Before long, even now.
今にわかる。
You'll see. At any time, soon.
今にも雨が降りそうだ。
It is going to rain soon. Celebration, festival.
祝い。私の結婚祝いに何くれる？
What will you give me at my wedding? To congratulate, to celebrate.
祝う。七夕は7月に祝う。
We celebrate Tanabata in July. So to speak.
いわば、彼は私の最も親しい友人で、いわば兄弟だ。
He is my closest friend. We are like brothers. Hun, to visit, to ask, to inquire.
伺います。
We will visit you. To move, to shift.
動かすの手伝ってよ。
Help me move it. To lose, to part with.
失う。希望を失った。
We lost hope. To doubt, to distrust, to be suspicious of, to suspect.
疑う。耳を疑った。
I could not believe my ears. To attack, to defeat, to destroy, to shoot.
撃つ。 撃つぞ。
I'm shooting. To remove, to transfer, to infect.
移す。風邪を人に移すと治るって本当。
Is it true that you recover from colds when you give them to someone else? To sue a person, to resort to appeal to.
訴える。彼女は訴えるような目で私を見た。
She gave me an appealing look. To groan, to moan.
うなる。何やらうなりながら、ほとばしるパッションをキャンバスにぶつけている。
Groaning strangely, she is hurling her overflowing passion onto the canvas. To snatch away.
奪う。国王は権力を奪われた。
The king was deprived of his power. Birth, birthplace.
生まれ、冬生まれです。
I was born in the winter. Happy, glad, pleasant.
嬉しい、嬉しい。
Are you happy? To be sold.
売れる。傘がよく売れる。
Umbrellas sell well. To draw, to paint, to sketch, to depict, to describe.
描く。絵を描くの好き。
Do you like painting? To get, to gain, to win.
得る。失敗から得るものもある。
There is something to gain from failing. Old age, old person, the old, the aged.
老い、老いを感じる。
I feel old. To chase, to run after.
追う。流行を追うな。
Don't follow fashion. To respond, to satisfy, to accept, to comply with, to apply for.
応じる。君が応じる必要はない。
You don't have to respond. To finish.
終える。彼は明日までにその仕事を終えるだろ
He will end the work by tomorrow. Very, much, greatly.
う。大いに。彼らは再会を大いに喜んだ。
They were so happy to be together again. To cover, to hide, to conceal, to wrap, to disguise.
覆う。富はあまたの苦痛を覆う。
Riches cover a multitude of woes. To send, to give to award to confer on.
送る。妻に送るバッグを探しているんですが。
I'm looking for a bag for my wife. To occur, to happen.
起こる。何が起こるだろ
What would happen? Very young, childish.
う。幼い。アンは幼い少女です。
Anne is a little girl. To fear, to be afraid of.
恐れる。恐れるな。
Don't be afraid. Terrible, dreadful.
恐ろしい。ああ。何て恐ろしい。
Oh, how awful. Calm, gentle, quiet.
穏やか。海は穏やかだった。
The sea was calm. To fall behind, to be inferior to.
劣る。彼は私より学識が劣っている。
He is inferior to me in learning. To be drowned, to indulge in.
溺れる。溺れる者は藁をもつかむ。
Drowning men clutch at straws. Mainly, primarily.
主に、トムは主に女性の肖像画を買いました。
Tom mainly painted portraits of women. Unintentional, spontaneous.
思わず、私は思わず泣いた。
I wept in spite of myself. Swimming.
泳ぎは得意。
Are you able to swim well? About, roughly, as a rule, approximately.
私はおよそ3週間ここにいる。
I have been here for about 3 weeks. To exert, to cause, to exercise.
及ぼす。ストレスを溜めすぎると健康に悪影響を及ぼす。
Building up too much stress has a detrimental effect on your health. To take down, to launch, to drop.
降ろす。駅のところで降ろすよ。
I'll drop you off at the station. To keep, to raise, to feed.
飼う。ガチョウを飼う。
I raise a goose. To exchange, to interchange, to substitute, to replace.
変える。体操服に着替えるのやだな。
I don't like changing into my gym clothes. To exchange, to interchange, to substitute, to replace.
変える。東京駅で乗り換えるんだよ。
Change trains at Tokyo Station. Aroma, fragrance, scent, smell.
香り。いい香り。
It smells good. To hold or carry under or in the arms.
抱える。彼は小脇に本を抱えている。
He is holding his books under his arm. To shine, to glitter, to sparkle.
輝く。水は火の光を受けて輝く。
Water glitters in the sunlight. To take e.g. time, money, etc., to hang.
かかる。時間かかるよ。
It will take time. To suffer from.
かかる。彼女は重い病気にかかっており、1週間ベッドで寝込んでいる。
She's very ill and has been in bed for a week. To restrict, to limit, to confine.
限る。ハイキングは秋に限る。
Autumn is the best season for going on hikes. To hide, to conceal.
隠す。脳ある鷹は爪を隠す。
A smart falcon hides its talons. To hide, to be hidden, to conceal oneself, to disappear.
隠れる。スタジオはとても狭くて、隠れる場所はない。
The studio is very small, with no place to hide. To be lacking.
欠ける。メアリーは配慮に欠ける。
Mary is lacking in delicacy. To surround, to encircle.
囲む。子供たちは火を囲むように座っていました。
The children were sitting so as to surround the fire. To loan, to lend.
貸す。その本、貸してくれない。
Can you lend me that book? Wise, clever, smart.
賢い、賢い。
How clever. To earn income, to labor.
稼ぐ、 彼は大いに稼ぐ。
He earns a great deal. To count.
数える。10数えるまで待ってて。
Wait till I count to 10. Solid, hard, especially metal, stone, unpolished writing.
硬い。鉄は硬い。
Iron is hard. To talk, to tell, to recite.
語る。夢は真実を語る。
Dreams speak the truth. Win, victory.
勝ち。私が勝ち。
I won. Sad, miserable.
悲しい。悲しい夢を見た。
I had a sad dream. Not always, not necessarily, not all, not entirely.
必ずしも。逆は必ずしもまならず。
The reverse is not always true. To cut hair, to mow grass, to harvest.
刈る。母は私に芝を刈るように言った。
Mother told me to mow the lawn. Thinking, thought, ideas, intention.
考え。いい考え。
Good thinking. Feeling, sense, impression.
感じ。いい感じ。
It sounds good. To feel, to sense, to experience.
感じる。何か感じる。
I feel something. To concern, to be related.
関する。これは星に関する本です。
This is a book about stars. To be effective.
聞く。これは聞くわ。
This works. Settlement, conclusion, regulation, rule.
決まり。ご注文はお決まりですか？
Are you ready to order? Suddenly.
急に。彼は急に辞めた。
He quit without notice. To hate, to dislike, to loathe.
嫌う。私は自分を嫌う。
I hate myself. 1. To cut well, to be sharp, 2. To break off.
切れる。彼は頭が切れる。
He is sharp-witted. Odor, scent, smell, stench.
臭い。口においよ。
Your breath smells. To rot, to go bad.
腐る。夏には、卵がすぐ腐る。
In the summer, eggs go bad quickly. To put together.
組む。過去ではなく、未来に向けて取り組むのが当社の方針です。
Our policy is to build for the future, not the past. Living, livelihood, subsistence, circumstances.
暮らし。私は一人暮らしです。
I live alone. To live, to get along.
暮らす。魚は水の中で暮らす。
Fish live in the water. To go mad, to get out of order.
狂う。ゲームで怒り狂う人と一緒にプレイすると大変です。
It's hard playing with gamers who rage a lot. Painful, difficult.
苦しい。息苦しいです。
It's hard to breathe. To suffer, to groan, to be worried.
苦しむ、悪性に苦しむ国民を無視するわけにはいけません。
We must not ignore populations suffering under misgovernment. To append, to sum up, to add up.
加える、仕上げの筆を少し加える。
I add a few finishing touches. To join in, to accede to increase, to gain in influence.
加わる、労働組合に加わらないくらいなら、クビになる方がいいと不満を抱いている労働者は言った。
I'd rather get the sack than not join the labor union, said the disgruntled worker. Thick as of color, liquid dense, strong.
濃い、血は水より濃い。
Blood is thicker than water. To differ, to vary, to disagree.
異なる、趣味は異なる。
Tastes differ. Liking, taste, choice.
好みの問題だ。
It's a question of personal taste. To like, to prefer.
好む、猫は肉より魚を好む。
The cat prefers fish to meat. To shout, to cry.
叫ぶ、彼女が叫ぶのを聞いた。
We heard her cry. 1. To avoid physical contact. 2. To ward off, to avert.
避ける、ストレスを避けることが必要です。
It's necessary to avoid stress. To support, to hold at bay.
支える、どうにかしてトムを支える。
I'll support Tom any way I can. To scold.
叱る、お母さんが馬を叱るの？
Is mother scolding the horse? To sink, to feel depressed.
沈む、日は西に沈む。
The sun sets in the west. To abide by the rules, to obey, to follow, to accompany.
従う、両親には従うべきだ。
You should obey your parents. Intimate, close e.g. friend.
親しい、彼は親しい友人だ。
He is my close friend. To denote, to show, to point out, to indicate.
示す、コンパスは北を示す。
Compasses point north. 1. To comprise, to account for, to make up of. 2. To hold, to occupy.
占める、日本の養殖真珠は世界の真珠市場の6割を占めるまでになった。
Japanese cultured pearls have come to monopolize as much as 60% of the world pearl market. To produce, to yield, to result from, to arise, to be generated.
生じる、事故は不注意から生じる。
Accidents arise from carelessness. To rescue from, to help out of.
救う、彼女は彼を救うために命を懸けました。
She risked her life to save him. To surpass, to outstrip, to excel.
優れる、これは優れた繊維源である。
This is an excellent source of fiber. Anything of, not one bit.
少しも疲れてないよ。
I'm not a bit tired. To pass, to spend, to go through, to tide over.
過ごす、連休は何して過ごす？
What will you do over the holidays? To advance, to promote, to hasten.
進める。アウンの呼吸でことを進める彼らが羨ましい。
I find it enviable that they are able to progress in such harmony. Already, too late.
すでにあった。
Oh, it was already there. To be finished.
済ませる。彼は食事を済ませるとすぐに仕事に向かいました。
He left for work as soon as he finished eating. Pointed, sharp.
鋭いね。
How perceptive. To condemn, to blame, to criticize.
責める。なぜ私を責めるのですか？
Why are you blaming me for what happened? To pour into, to irrigate, to pay, to fill, to feed, e.g. a fire.
注ぐ。火に油を注ぐだけだ。
It only adds fuel to the fire. To raise child, to be brought up, to grow up.
育つ。子供はのびのび育つべきだ。
Children should grow up carefree. To furnish, to provide for, to equip, to install.
備える。最悪の事態に備えるべきです。
You should prepare for the worst. Considerable, great, important, significant, a big deal.
大したことはない。
It's not serious. To face, to confront, to oppose.
対する。トムは反対するかもよ。
Tom might object. Flatness, level, smooth, calm, plain.
平ら。湖の水は鏡のように平らかだ。
The lake's water is as smooth as a mirror. To ascertain.
確かめる。地図は自分の位置を確かめるのに役立った。
The map helped me to orient myself. To strike, to clap, to dust, to beat.
叩く。戸を叩く音がした。
I heard a knock at the door. At once, immediately, directly, in person.
直ちに中止してください。
Stop immediately. To pass, to lapse.
経つ。時が経つのは早い。
Time passes quickly. To reach, to get to.
達する。彼らはそれで合意に達するだろう。
They will agree on that. To attempt, to test.
試す。新しい枕を試すのはワクワクする。
I'm excited to try my new pillow. News, tidings, information, correspondence, letter.
頼り。彼から頼りはあった。
Have you received a letter from him? To rely on, to have recourse to depend on.
頼る。彼に頼るな。
Don't rely on him. Mere, simple, sheer.
単なる推測だろ。
You're just guessing. Difference, discrepancy.
違い、人違いだ。
You've got the wrong person. Phrase, sure, no mistaking it, for certain.
違いない、間違いない。
There's no mistake. to run to lead to communicate, to understand.
通じる。この道は香港に通じている。
This road leads to Hong Kong. To be caught, to be arrested.
捕まる。警察に捕まるかと思った。
I thought I was going to get caught by the police. To seize, to catch, to grasp.
掴む。溺れる者は藁をも掴む。
Drowning men clutch at straws. To settle in place, to take seat, position, to study under teacher.
つく。この国で仕事に就くのは難しいよ。
It's hard to get a job in this country. Sequel, continuation.
続きがあるのだ。
There is a continuation. 1. Service, duty, business, responsibility, task. 2. Buddhist religious services.
勤め。どちらにお勤めですか？
Who do you work for? 1. Service, duty. 2. Buddhist religious services.
勤め。彼女が案内役を務めた。
She acted as a guide. To tie, to fasten, to connect, to transfer, phone call.
つなぐ。フォークダンスで男子と手をつなぐのが嫌だ。
I don't want to hold hands with a boy in a folk dance. Always, constantly.
常に。火は常に危険だ。
Fire is always dangerous. To pile up.
積もる。山の頂上には雪が積もってる。
Is there snow on top of the mountain? Companion, company.
連れ。トムを連れてくるの？
Are you bringing Tom? Question, query.
問い。以下の問いに英語で答えよ。
Answer the following questions in English. To let pass, to overlook, to continue.
通す。彼はトラックを通すために車を横に寄せた。
He pulled aside to let a truck pass. In accordance with tilde, following tilde, tilde street, tilde avenue.
通り。その通り。
That's right. To unfasten, to solve.
解く。その問題を解くことができた。
Could you solve the problem? To close e.g. book, eyes to shut.
閉じる。その舞台は主人公の死で幕を閉じる。
The play concludes with the hero's death. To reach.
届く。天井に手が届くんだよ。
I can touch the ceiling. To skip over, to omit.
飛ばす。テストでわからないところは飛ばす。
Skip the parts you don't understand on the test. To jump out, to rush out, to fly out.
飛び出す。朝食後すぐに飛び出した。
I dashed out just after breakfast. To fasten, to turn off, to detain.
止める。私が戻るまで、トムをここに留めておくつもりなのだと思っていました。
I thought you were going to keep Tom here until I got back. To come off, to be taken off, to be removed.
取れる。取れた。
I got it off. To drain, to float, to shed blood, tears, to cruise, e.g. taxi.
流す。 彼女は涙を流すまいとした。
She tried not to shed tears. Middle, half, semi, halfway, partly.
半ば、トムは70代半ばです。
Tom is in his mid-70s. Scene, view, prospect, outlook.
眺め、壮大な眺めですね。
It's a magnificent view, isn't it? To view, to gaze at.
眺める。うちの猫は窓から眺めるのが好きなのよ。
My cat likes to look through the window. Stream, current.
流れ、見て、流れ星。
Look, a falling star. To stream, to flow, to run ink, to be washed away.
流れる。流れる水は腐らず。
Flowing water does not stagnate. Without.
なし。貧乏。いとまなし。
Poor. Without free time. To be idle, to neglect.
怠ける。彼は怠ける傾向がある。
He is inclined to be lazy. To be worried, to be troubled.
悩む。大画面のモニタか中型を2枚買うか悩むな。
I can't decide if I'll buy one big monitor or two normal-sized ones. To change, to be of use, to reach to.
なる。今日、東京はとても寒くするでしょ
Today, Tokyo will get very cold. To become.
う。なる。1チームは9人の選手からなる。
9 players make up a team. Odor, scent, smell, stench.
匂い。何の匂い。
What's that smell? To grasp, to seize, to mold sushi.
握る。トムはマイクを握ると人格が変わる。
Tom's personality changes completely when he grabs the mic. To extract, to omit, to surpass, to draw out, to unplug.
抜く。雑草を抜くなら、根っこから。
If you're going to pull weeds, pull them out by the roots. To come out, to fall out, to be omitted.
抜ける。門はすごく狭いので、その車が通り抜けるのは無理ですよ。
The gate is so narrow that the car can't pass through it. To get wet.
濡れる。猫は濡れるのを嫌がる。
Cats dislike being wet. Desire, wish, request.
願い。君の願いは何？
What's your wish? To desire, to wish, to request.
願う。願うならすべては君のもの。
If you wish, everything is yours. To leave behind, over, to bequeath, to save, to reserve.
残す。仕事はやり残すなよ。
Don't leave your work unfinished. Remnant, residue, remaining, leftover.
残り。残りは僕がやるよ。
I'll do the rest. To place on something, to take on board, to give a ride.
乗せる。乗せてくれる。
Can you give me a ride? To remove, to exclude, to accept.
除く。悪い習慣を取り除くことはとても難しい。
It's very hard to get rid of bad habits. Wish, desire, a hope.
望み、成功の望みはない。
There is no hope of success. To desire, to wish for, to see, to command a view of.
望む、彼が望むものすべてを手に入れた。
He got all he wanted. To lengthen, to stretch, to reach out, to grow beard.
伸ばす。ビーチは子供が羽を伸ばすのに理想の場所だ。
The beach is an ideal place for children to have fun. To stretch, to extend, to make progress, to grow beard, body height.
伸びる。この生地は引っ張るとすぐ伸びる。
This material stretches easily. To state, to express, to mention.
述べる。私は率直に意見を述べる人を尊敬します。
I admire a person who expresses a frank opinion. To arise, to ascend, to go up.
昇る。毎日。日は昇る。
The sun rises every day. To measure, to weigh, to survey.
測る。ことを測るは人。ことをなすは神。
Man plans things, but the gods decide. To wear, to put on lower body.
履く。雨とか雪の時は、必ずブーツを履くんだ。
I always wear boots when it rains or snows. 1. To breathe. 2. To tell lies. 3. To vomit, to disgorge.
吐く。吐いて。
Violent, vehement, intense.
激しい抵抗があった。
There was intense opposition. Origin, beginning.
始まり。嘘つきは泥棒の始まり。
Liar today, thief tomorrow. Lying is the beginning of a thief. To unfasten, to remove.
外す。トムは値札を外すのを忘れていた。
Tom forgot to remove the price tag. To punish, to penalize.
罰する。君が彼を罰するのは筋違いだと思った。
We thought it wrong that you should punish him. To part, divide, separate.
話す。私はトムから目を離すことができなかった。
I couldn't take my eyes off Tom. To separate, to set free.
話す。王はその囚人を解放するように命じた。
The king ordered that the prisoners should be set free. To be separated from, to leave, to go away, to be a long way off.
離れる。テレビを離れてみる。
Watch TV from a distance. To omit, to eliminate, to curtail, to economize.
省く。機械は多くの人手を省く。
Machinery dispenses with much labor. To run somebody over, with vehicle, to knock someone down.
引く。彼は車にひかれた。
He was run over by a car. Equal.
等しい。A は B と大きさが等しい。
A is of equal size to B. To spread out, to extend, to stretch, to reach to get around.
広がる。夢は広がるばかりです。
My dreams just get larger. to defend against, to protect, to prevent.
防ぐ。冷蔵庫は食品の腐敗を防ぐ。
The refrigerator preserves food from decay. Again, once more, a second time.
再び沈黙があった。
There was another silence. 1. To wave, to shake, to swing, 2. To sprinkle, 3. To cast, actor, to allocate work.
振る。クリスはソードを振るった。
Chris swung his sword. To shiver, to shake, to quake.
震える。手が震えるんだ。
My hands are shaking. To touch, to be touched, to touch on a subject, to feel, to violate law, copyright, etc., to perceive, t.
触れる。ボタンに触れるな。
Don't touch that button. To abate, to decrease, to diminish, to shorten.
減らす。体重を減らすのは簡単じゃないよ。
It isn't easy to lose weight. To decrease in size or number, to diminish, to abate.
減る。列車の旅は減る傾向にある。
Travel by train has been on the decline. To bark, to bay, to howl, to bellow, to roar, to cry.
吠える。トムの犬は誰にも吠える。
Tom's dog barks at everybody. Pride.
誇り。私は兄を誇りに思う。
I'm proud of my brother. To praise, to admire, to speak well.
褒める。その道の人に褒められるのは嬉しい。
It is delightful to be praised by an expert in the field. To entrust to another, to leave to.
任せる。任せる。
I'll leave it to you. Defeat, loss, losing, a game.
負け。私の負けだ。
I give in. To increase, to grow.
増す。彼女は日に日に美しさを増す。
She gets prettier day by day. Poor, needy.
貧しい。トムは貧しい。
Tom is poor. Yet, still, more, besides.
まだ、戦争は未だに続いている。
The war is still going on. To study in depth, to learn, to take lessons in.
学ぶ。人は経験から学ぶ。
People learn from experience. To invite.
招く。誤解を招くような言い方するなよ。
Don't say it in a way that causes misunderstanding. To protect, to obey, to guard, to abide by the rules.
守る。約束は守るよ。
I keep my word. Round, circular, spherical.
丸い。地球は丸い。
The earth is round. To turn, to revolve.
回す。僕がネジを回すと水が噴き出してきた。
When I turned the screw, water burst out. Circumference, surroundings, circulation.
回り。金は天下の回り物。
Money comes and goes. To be full, to rise tide, to mature, to expire.
満ちる。トムは希望に満ちている。
Tom is full of hope. to recognize, to appreciate, to approve, to admit, to notice.
認める。それは認める。
I admit it. Meeting, person sent to pick up an arrival.
迎えに来て。
Come pick me up. To face.
向く。北を向くと、東は右側になる。
If you face north, the east is on your right. To turn towards, to point.
向ける。銃を私に向けるな。
Don't point your gun at me. To tie, to bind, to link.
結ぶ。この道路は東京と大阪を結ぶ。
This road connects Tokyo with Osaka. To burn.
燃える。火は燃える。
Fire burns. To use, to make use of.
用いる。知識を得るのと、その知識を用いるのとは全く別のことである。
It is one thing to acquire knowledge. Most, extremely.
最も、この科目が最も重要だ。
This subject is the most important. To restore, to put back, to return.
戻す。あの二人、元に戻すつもりなんてさらさらないみたいだし。
It seems they don't have the slightest intention of restoring it. To be grounded on, to be based on, to be due to originate from.
基づく。彼は古代神話に基づく小説を書いた。
He wrote a novel based on ancient myths. To seek, to request, to demand, to want, to wish for, to search for, to pursue pleasure, to hunt a job.
求める。死中に活を求める。
Find life amongst death. To employ, to hire.
雇う。今は新しい人を雇うことができない。
We can't hire anyone new right now. To tear, to violate, to defeat, to smash, to destroy.
破る。私は姉がその手紙をビリビリに破るのを見た。
I saw my sister tear up the letter. To resign, to quit.
やめる。やめるべきだよ。
You should quit. Only, sole, unique.
唯一。彼が唯一の容疑者だ。
He's our only suspect. Evening.
ゆうべ大雪が降った。
It snowed a good deal last night. To turn over, to assign, to hand over.
譲る。若者は老人に席を譲るべきだ。
The young should give their seat to the elderly. Abundant, wealthy, plentiful, rich.
豊か。あれは豊かな家庭です。
That's a well-off household. To permit, to allow, to approve.
許す。過つは人。許すは神。
To err is human, to forgive divine. Dawn, daybreak.
夜明け前が一番暗い。
The darkest hour is just before the dawn. To get drunk, to become intoxicated, motion sickness.
酔う。トムが車に酔うことってあるの？
Does Tom ever get carsick? In a word, after all, the point is, in short.
要するに、 要するに人生は短い。
In a word, life is short. 8. Joy, 8. Delight, rapture, pleasure, gratification, rejoicing, congratulations, felicitations.
喜び、大喜びでした。
We were overjoyed. To argue, to discuss, to debate.
論じる。彼女は単に議論のために論じる。
She argues just for the sake of arguing. Parting, separation, farewell.
別れ、トムと別れるの？
Are you breaking up with Tom? To divide, to separate.
分ける。善悪を見分けることは簡単です。
It is easy to distinguish good from evil. Only, merely, a little, small quantity.
わずか。その列車の乗客はほんのわずかしかいない。
There are very few passengers in the train. Laugh, laughter, smile.
笑い、笑いは映る。
Laughter is infectious. To divide, to cut, to break, to have.
割る。6割る2は3です。
6 divided by 2 is 3.
Thank you for watching. If you like this, please press the like button and share so that this channel can grow, and hopefully I can then hire a native Japanese speaker. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.